Hi, it's Matt and welcome to Collaboration Coach. Today's video is a tour around the results dashboard of Microsoft Forms. When you've sent a questionnaire to your responders and you've got their answers back, the dashboard is where you look at the results. So we're going to look at how Forms presents these responses to you. This video is one of the lessons taken from a class in my online school, and I'll put a link to that in the description. So let's take a look at Microsoft Forms now, and I can find all the data under the Responses tab here. That will show me a dashboard of how all the questions were answered. I can see a summary of how many responses there were and how long on average it took to complete. Each question has its own summary. So for example, I can see question 1, which was the Net Promoter Score type question, and it shows me the promoters, the passives and the detractors here. That's all based on the number they chose between 1 and 10. It also has this dial image here, so I can see how my customers feel about recommending my company at a glance. If I want to see the details, I can choose this link and I can see a table of how each responder scored us. Notice that all the responders are anonymous, and that's because I set my form so that anyone can respond. So it doesn't capture any names in the data. If I choose either of the other options, it would capture the names of the responders if they signed in. Now, if I scroll through the other questions, you can see the answers are all presented in different ways, according to their question type. Choice questions have a pie chart, like question 2 here, and I can see a color-coded legend over here. I can roll over the chart to see the names of the choices and the percentage, and I can view the details for this one too. Multiple choice questions have a bar chart like this one here. Question 10 was a text question, so I can see how many responses there were and I can see what was said. Now I can also see how each form was completed in detail. If I go back up to the top of this page, I can choose View Results, and that will take me to where I can see the form for each responder. So I've had 9 responses so far for this form, and I can use this arrow to page through each response. Or I can use this drop down to pick one. So if I just wanted to see how responder 7 answered, I can pick it here. And I can delete responses from here too. I'd use this if there were any entries that I wanted to get rid of, like ones I've added while I was testing the form, and I can find and delete it from this list. You can also print the form from here too, and this is handy if you want a paper copy of an individual response. Or I could print it as a PDF and share it digitally too. Okay, so that's the end of the lesson. If you want to take the rest of this class, then you'll see the whole process of creating the form, sending it out, checking your results and sharing them with your collaborators. Check the video description for the link to my online school. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.